couple of days ago, my 5-year-old came to me and said, I just feel like none of my siblings love me. And I was like, what makes you say that? And she was upset because she went to each of them and asked them if they wanted to play the specific thing that she wanted to play. And all of them said no. And she also didn't like how some of them told her no. And so she was like telling me about that. And she's like, so I just can tell that they don't love me. None of my siblings love me. And she like repeated that a few times. And I was telling her the importance of telling ourselves the truth when a lie pops up. I was telling her all of the ways that she knows that her siblings do love her. And I told her, it's possible that your siblings are maybe having a hard day and they don't feel like doing that, and maybe they didn't respond to you in the right way, but you have days like that too. And I told her, would you, if you had a hard day and you responded in a way that your sibling didn't like, do you want them to think Avia doesn't love me? Or do you want them to think maybe Avia had a hard day, but I know that she loves me because of all of these things of how we interact every single day? And she's like, I would want them to think I was having a hard day, but I still love them. And I said, exactly. I was like, the same is true about your siblings. You know that your siblings love you. It's a lie that they don't love you. You don't like the feeling that you got when they didn't want to play what you played, but you know that it's a lie that they don't love you. You know that your siblings love you. And she said, yeah. And I was telling her, it's very important that we do not come into agreement with a lie. We need to be asking ourselves, is this a good thought or is this a bad thought? And if it is a bad thought, we do not come into agreement with it. We do not accept it as truth and start repeating it. And I was telling her, and this is something that I already teach my kids, is that when a lie comes in your mind, you rebuke the lie and you replace it with truth. And so I was reminding her of that. She started doing that, and she started, because she loves to sing, but she started making up a song about the devil tricking her, but that when she remembers the truth, the devil can't trick her. And it was just such a beautiful thing. And I'm going to sound like a broken record, but this is just one of the ways children are such a blessing, because she's 5, I'm 33. And what I was saying to her, I also need to apply as well. What I was essentially saying was, take your thoughts captive and make them obedient to Christ. Discern your thoughts. Do not just let any fleeting thought, do not just latch onto any thought as truth and repeat it in your mind. Take inventory of your thoughts. That's essentially what I was teaching her. And how much do I need that as well? How many times a day am I unknowingly hanging on to a lie or repeating a lie in my mind? But this is why it is so important that we know truth. We know what comes from God and what comes from the enemy. So when I ask her, how do you know if something came from God? She's able to tell me the fruit of the Spirit immediately. And so then I ask her, do you think that thought was from God or not? From God or from the enemy? From the enemy. She knows immediately, because she's learning how to discern what is from God. And it is so important that we know. And then when we know, that we are taking our thoughts captive, thinking about what we're thinking about, and making our thoughts obedient to Christ.